Hello and welcome to Sports News. The technical committee of the Channel's National Kids Cup have cleared 32 teams that will feature at the Lagos primaries. Last year's finalists, Toibat and Ibutimet Primary School, topped the list. Now, the draw for the Lagos preliminaries will be done on Thursday, March the 12th at Channel's television headquarters, Isheri North in Lagos.
It was very thorough. We had stated this. It was on our website. It was on Channel's website for a very long time. If in doubt, you could go ahead and check the Channel's website. You'll see the criteria we used in selection. We communicated this even through the TV commercials that we had that was on there. We communicated the process that we were going to use to screen. We were satisfied that a lot of schools satisfied the requirements, while some faltered. Which we carefully went through and decided that, yes, this will form a basis of non-selection for some of these schools. But by and large, 70% of the schools that submitted satisfied the requirements. We had a lot of entries, and we had to, we had to select carefully the best 32. The school stamp, parental consent, underage, adequate age, and yes, I must confess we're satisfied with the teams that we selected.
The national under-20 team, the Flying Eagles, will qualify for the FIFA Under-20 World Cup with a win over Congo in their second Group A fixture at the African Youth Championship in Dakar, Senegal. Flying Eagles assistant coach Nduka Ogbade, who monitored the Junior Red Devils play against Cote d'Ivoire on Sunday, admitted the Congolese have a very organized defense and are a physical side, but the Nigerian team is well prepared to deal with their threat. Portuguese giant FC Porto went goal crazy as they thrashed Swiss club FC Basel 4-0 to advance to the quarterfinals of the UEFA Champions League. That's 5-1 on goals aggregate. Defending champions Real Madrid stayed in the Champions League by the skins of their teeth, despite losing 4-3 to German side Schalke 04 in an incredible clash at the Santiago Bernabeu. The Schalke were on the verge of creating a major upset, but the 10-time European champions held on to qualify 5-4 on goals aggregate. And New York tennis fans will mark World Tennis Day with a pair of exhibition matches at Madison Square Garden. World number 2 Roger Federer and number 11 Grigor Dimitrov are among the stars that will be on court for the game. Tennis greats Monica Seles and Gabriela Sabatini will also feature as they take to the court.
And they think I have a pretty game. It was never the idea to play nicely. I'd rather play ugly and and win many matches. But that it is possible to do a bit of both. I guess it's great.
And that's it on Sports News. I'm Ayotunde Balogun. Gimba will be back with the rest of the news.
This is the ultimate redefined for men.
The former First Lady of Cote d'Ivoire has been sentenced to 20 years in prison. 65-year-old Simone Gbagbo has been charged with undermining the state security and causing violence during the 2010 election. Her husband, former Cote d'Ivoire's president, Laurent Gbagbo, is awaiting trial at the International Criminal Court. The couple were arrested in 2011 after troops stormed a bunker where they had taken refuge in the main city, Abidjan. More than 3,000 people died in the violence that followed the presidential polls after the ex-leader refused to accept defeat to Alassane Ouattara. And now the main news again. PDP governors have accused INEC of unpreparedness and warned against further shift in the 2015 general elections. The Emir of Mubi in Borno State has urged his people to return home, praising the military for recapturing the town from Boko Haram. An elder statesman, Ben Wabueze, has faulted the Electoral Act and advocated a minimum of first degree for presidential candidates. And former Ivorian First Lady Simone Gbagbo has been sentenced to 20 years in jail over post-election violence. And that's it on the news at 10. I want to thank you so much indeed for being a part of it. I'm Gimba Omar. Coming up next is our election coverage program, Nigeria 2015.